And we're tracking this other story, initially ruled a simple hit and run, now being investigated as a homicide. That's what South Carolina officials are investigating in relation to the teenager Stephen Smith's death 7 years ago. And Smith's body was found in the middle of a rural road near the Murdaugh family estate. His death was back in the spotlight during Alex Murdaugh's double murder trial. Rumors have implied that Buster Murdaugh, Alex Murdaugh's son and Stephen's former classmate, may have been connected in some way to this case, though no evidence so far has shown that. Joining us now to discuss the case is Stephen Smith's family attorney, Eric Bland. Eric, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, Natasha.
Can you help us understand what could this updated homicide investigation now mean for the Murdaughs?
Well, I don't know what it could mean for the Murdaughs, but I mean, it's going to have a tremendous meaning for the Smith family because SLED is now committed to seeing this investigation through to the end. For them to come out and admit that this is now a homicide and reverse 8 years of saying it was a hit and run is an extraordinary thing. And they're doing that on the heels of us announcing that we are going to petition to exhume the body and beginning our own investigation. SLED also released a press release this week on March 22nd. And in that press release, they reiterated that they believe that Stephen died of a homicide and that they're going to commit the resources to it. If I had knowledge of Stephen Smith's death or material knowledge that could aid in this investigation, I would be a worried person right now because I think that SLED is going to want to get these answers. Now, as to the Murdaughs, they are referenced a number of times in the original investigation documents. I have no idea what Buster Murdaugh's relationship with Stephen is other than they were classmates. I have no idea with Alex's relationship with Stephen Smith or Randolph or any other. That's the job of SLED to figure it out. But I am very encouraged, and I think that at the end of the day, as this investigation proceeds, we're going to find out who killed Stephen.
What was the new evidence or revelation that made the difference here? Because it really struck me, you know, there were not any marks on his body that would have indicated this was a hit and run. He still had the shoes on his body as well. Why did investigators rule it a hit and run so quickly?
I think it was the low-hanging fruit. It was easier. It starts to get messy when you start talking about that it's a hate crime because Stephen was an openly gay young adult. And I think it was easy for the pathologist, Dr. Presnell, to say that he was hit by a car because he was left in the street. Look, he was in the middle of the street. If you're hit by a car, you're going to be projected and you're going to end up on the shoulders on one side or the other. Like you said, Natasha, your shoes are going to be blown off. There's going to be skid marks on the road, diversionary marks. There's going to be some automobile glass or some type of parts that would probably have fallen off the car. I think what happened is there's telephone evidence or computer evidence. Remember, SLED opened this investigation again in July of 2021, 1 month after the murders of Maggie and Paul. I do know after talking to Chief Keel at SLED that they have cracked the phone. They've been able to crack Stephen's phone, meaning the passcode, and get inside. And I think that there is information that is relevant on that. They're working on cracking his tablet and his iPad tablet. And I think once that happens, we're going to get a picture of what Stephen's life was like 90 days before the homicide happened and afterwards. And people talk. And what Chief Keel is banking on right now, Natasha, is that with that conviction in the Murdaugh murder case, more people will probably be willing to come forward because the stranglehold that the Murdaughs had on that community is certainly in danger of being waned to the point that it doesn't exist anymore.
And we are out of time, but I want to ask Eric, any question in your mind that Steve... Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.